Today we're going to dive into the February 2023 statistics for Oakville, Burlington, and Hamilton and see what happened and kind of see what the bullish and bearish case that we see going forward. So let's get right into it. Starting with Oakville, we actually saw the prices increase and the days on market decrease from January of 2023. We saw the price increase from about $1,150,000 all the way up to $1,335,000, and the days on market went from 37 days on market down to 23 days on market. The 1 year change in Oakville was about 16.9% or around 17%, and that was pretty much the peak of the market. So from the peak of the market in 2022, Oakville for all property types is down around 17%. Months of inventory for Oakville was about 2.3 months, and you just get this number by dividing the total amount of actives by the total amount sold. And this kind of tells us that we are still technically in a seller's market, but overall it does feel like the market is more balanced. Now, looking at the numbers for Burlington, it also saw an increase in the median price and a decrease in the days on market month over month. So in January, the median price was $762,500, and that price has jumped up to $964,100, while the days on market went from 31 days in January, and that actually decreased to 27 days in February. The 1 year change in the median price for Burlington, it's actually down about 26%, so significantly more than Oakville, but the months of inventory for February was actually less than 2 months, which really just shows that Burlington has a very, very bad inventory problem and that houses are still going to sell quickly because there are more buyers than sellers right now. And lastly, we have Hamilton. So you can kind of see a similar trend to Oakville and Burlington, and you can guess that Hamilton will be the same. The median price had a slight increase. In January of 2023, it was $654,000, and that price in February was $668,000, and the days on market slightly decreased. It was 33 days in January, and in February it was 30 days. The 1 year change from the peak of the market for Hamilton, it's down around 21.4%, and the months of inventory for February of 2023 was about 2.3 months. So what are my thoughts kind of going forward on the market? I was actually quite surprised by these numbers to see the days on market fall and the median price to increase in all three areas. I kind of thought we would see more of January numbers, but it really does show us how much of an inventory issue that we do have, and that maybe buyers are kind of getting used to these higher interest rates and they're getting out there and they're more comfortable buying at this time. So going forward, I don't quite think we can call that the bottom is in for Canadian real estate. I think there's a lot of unknowns for our economy. Like, will we enter a deeper recession? Will there be a lot of job losses? There's a lot of outstanding mortgages coming due for renewal at these higher rates. Can people afford that? There's a lot of variable rate interest rate holders that are feeling pain every time the Bank of Canada increases rates. And there's also the Federal Reserve, which is in the US, saying that they will continue to most likely raise rates to combat inflation. Now, Canada did say they will pause, but this might force their hand to keep increasing rates because our loonie will devalue versus the US dollar, and our biggest importer and exporter and trading partner is the US. And if our loonie devalues versus their dollar, that will just cause more inflation or will make inflation stick around longer, which is what the Bank of Canada is trying to ultimately get rid of. So overall, I think February was a good month for homeowners. I think that if you're a buyer waiting on the sideline, this is probably something that you don't want to see, but I think it'll get more interesting going forward to see if inventory does start to increase in the more spring months. And as we get nicer weather, will more people list their homes, because people do love showing off their homes in the summer months with the nice backyards and more aesthetically pleasing for a lot of buyers. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing down below. And if you want to work with me or just have a chat about real estate, you can book a call with me. Just shoot me an email. My email will be down in the description and we'll set something up. Thanks so much for watching.